Kava Yasha Rabotai, somebody introduced this book to me. I mean, I've seen it before, but I saw the person learning it, so I thought I would share with you a little bit of stuff from the Kava Yasha. It's a very important book, but it's something that could wake up people. Mamash, it shakes people up. So he says in Perek Nun Gimel, chapter 53, he says like this, Rabotai. Kol ma shebara HaKadosh Baruch Hu ba'olam, anything that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created in this world, hakol hu l'chvod bara. He created everything for his own honor. There's nothing in this world that was created for people. No, everything was created literally that we can use it to honor Hashem. Because shken ha'adam, he says, for how much more so a person? Meaning, shu olam katan, we look at a person that is a small world. Lo nivra ela lichvodo. The whole reason why a person was created was for only one purpose only. To only be able to serve Hashem. Not to serve anything else, only Hashem. Kideshi ahadam eved lakadosh baruch hu. In order, the reason why we were created, he says, in order for a person to be a servant to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, la'avdo, Rabotai, listen, you have to serve Hashem. La'avdo, to serve Him, be'ema u'be'ir u'be'ahava, with fear, trepidation, and with love. A person has to be a true servant. You know, sometimes you have workers, I don't want to compare. Sometimes you have loyal workers. No matter what, they come, snow, rain, they always come. This is what a person has to be to Hashem. He has to be a loyal servant to Hashem. Not one day he feels like this, one day he feels like that. He wants to be 1,000,000% loyal to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rains, all in, thank you, all in. He says, V'hine biyot adam melubash levushim kedushim b'masim tovim. He says, being the fact being that a person is covered with nice, holy clothing, with his good deeds. Rabotai, when you do mitzvot, when you learn Torah, when you say barachot, you cover your body, you cover your neshama with like some form of holy clothing. Listen to this. As nikra eved Hashem. Only when you're doing what Hashem wants, only then are you considered to be a eved Hashem, a servant of Hashem. You could be considered, you're a Jew, but there's a difference between being a Jew and being an eved Hashem. A Jew, you could have two workers. One worker is a worker, but the other worker, he's a loyal worker. Same thing over here. You can have a Jew, everybody's Jewish, but you can have another Jew, he's loyal. Rabotai, listen to this carefully. These are the things that a person, he will attach his body and his soul in order to be able to serve Hashem. He begins like this, Ahava Torah. A person has to have love for Torah. Let's see what it is. Kavanat mitzvot. He has to have kavanah when he does the mitzvah, like we learned this morning. To have intention when you do the mitzvah. L'shem yichud kshabrichu. Kavanat tefillah, to when you're saying the tefillah, have kavanah that you're down to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How long can a person think about all his problems? Rabotai, I put it to you like this. Pay close attention. You know, they want to ask a person. One guy came to Rabbi and said, Rabbi, please pray for me that my landlord forgets that I have to pay him rent. So the rabbi said, is your landlord Jewish? Does he daven Shemines 3 times a day? He said, yes. He's never going to forget it. Why? Because whenever he davens Shemines, all the problems come then. That's why. Rabotai, that's the truth. We have to try to be able to somehow push, and that's the whole battle. That's what we have to be able to prepare beforehand. He says, Kiddushat Shabbat v'Yom Tov. Rabotai, the sanctity of Shabbat and Yom Tov. Don't make it mundane. Kiddushat ha'Iverim, a person has to have the holiness of his limbs. Kiddushat ha'Machshava, Rabotai, very important, the highest level. A person has to have a holy machshava, a holy thought. He shouldn't be thinking about things that are asur. Kiddushat ha'Mechaneh, like we're speaking now in the halacha. You want to try to have your encampment kadosh. No number one, no number two, nothing dirty, nothing filthy. Kiddushat ha'Gedarim, Rabotai, the holiness of the fences. We should take the rabbi's fences very seriously. Kiddushat ha'Midot, you should have holy midot, meaning you should have good character traits. Rabotai, look how much he goes in. I want to just speak about Ahavat Torah. He says it like this, Rabotai. This I love. Listen what he says like this, Rabotai. He says like this. V'natchil ba'ahavat Torah. I want to begin, he says, the Kavayash, I want to begin what it means to love Torah. What does that mean? Look at this. Ahavat Torah, loving Torah means, Hu shichaven bilimudo l'shem HaKadosh Baruch Hu shechinteh. Rabotai, you should know, I want to tell you something. Let me say this line. A person, when he learns Torah, the only reason why you're doing it is for what? Only for his sake. I wouldn't be learning today. I'd rather be in a movie theaters, in a club. I'd rather be there. But Hashem, you said to learn Torah, that's why I'm here. Not because I want to do it. I'm doing it only because you said so, Hashem. And I want to teach you guys something. Remember this kalal, it's a rule. Whenever you learn something at one time, and the book comes out at you again, did we learn about this today in the morning, yes or no? We did learn about this. Rabotai, you know what this tells us? That you're going in the right, Hashem loves us, correct? You're going in the right path. Whenever you learn something and then you see from somewhere else, it's not coincidence, it's no coincidence. Hashem says you guys are going the right path. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Rabotai, so he says, what means to love Torah? That you should have kavanah, that you're doing only for Hashem. You're not doing it for yourself, for your own benefit. Kidei, why? Kidei she'azik atzmo lebal Torah. People, no, you don't care for these things. Oh, I feel she'ilo olam haba. Why are you learning Torah? Because I want olam haba. No. That's not what you want to do it for. You want to do it merely because Hashem said so. Rabotai, you know you can check yourself over here, very simple. You ready? On any given day when you don't want to learn, open a book. Say, Hashem, you command me to learn, now I'm going to learn. Not because you have a question, not because you want to do chazar or stam. Any given moment. When you don't want to learn, say, you know something, now I'm going to learn. Why? Because you said, I don't have, I'm stressed out, I'm worried, this, that. You know something, Hashem, you said to learn, forget it. Shut down everything, I come to class, I'm going to learn Torah. Why? Because you commanded me, that's it. So he says, it's a problem, he says, anybody who has intention in his learning to benefit himself or to bring honor to himself, Allah he brings a pasuk to prove that it's not good. Again, yes, Chazal tell us you start Shalol Lishma, you start not for the sake, eventually you come for Lishma, you come for the sake. Rabotai, listen to this. I want to try to touch upon the subject. A lot of times you see people learning, I don't want to say it kills me, I don't know if the word it kills me is the right word. It's, you know, if you ever see a person that he's doing it to himself, like you feel bad for him. Like a person, he knows he has $100 million and he has $10 debt and he can't pay it and the interest is always growing. You feel bad for the person. Chamor, you have your money in your bank, go take it out. But he doesn't want to even tap into that. He doesn't want to go see how much money he has. You feel bad. You have the sources and you don't use it. Rabotai, listen to this. Why am I telling you? Because a lot of times you see people learn Torah. How do you learn Torah in Miljon? How do you learn? People learn Torah like they're dying. Rabotai, what happened? Well, it's the end of the world. What happened? You see half of them are falling asleep. Half of them, why? What happened to the passion by learning Torah? When you go to parties, everybody, bam, till 4 in the morning. Come learn Torah till 4 in the morning. Who's going to do that? Rabbi, I'm tired. Yeah, right, you're tired. Baba Mai says, you know. Whatever you want. Tak. Rabotai, he says, V'hadam ha'osek b'Torah. You hear this? He says, a person that sits and he osek b'Torah, you have to be happy, Rabotai. You have no idea what zechut this is over here. If I tell you right now, bring all the rich people to sit over here right now, and each one is going to give you the 10%, for example. Yeah, you wouldn't go to sleep. You wouldn't go to sleep all day, yo. You wouldn't go to sleep all day. Just because you know you're going to come out with $10 million. Rabotai, this is much more. The fact that you have zechut to learn Torah that Hashem created the whole world with, do you know what that is? I want to see anybody to give their key to their vault. Show me. Come on, you want to give it to me? Who wants to give me? Nobody's going to give me. Why about that? Because everybody wants to give. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rabotai, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Why? Hashem said, my Torah you can have. I want everybody to feel the beauty of the Torah. So therefore he says, Rabotai, why has to be b'simcha? Listen carefully. Ki ein hashechina shora ela mitoch simcha v'lo mitoch atzavut. The Shekhinah will only rest on a person only if you're happy. But if you're sad, you know the Shekhinah is not with you. When a person is sad, worry. Rabotai, down to Kodesh Baruch Hu. Hashem, help me learn Torah. I'm here. Give me that passion to be able to learn. And a lot of times, what is it? Like in the Masechet Eruvin says, you have to try to learn Torah b'chol evrei, with all your limbs. Everything. Imagine, Rabotai, I want to ask you guys a simple question. If a person, you see a child drowning, lo leinu. Tell me, you're going to think 2 times, yes, no, or you're going to jump in fully clothed, not clothed. You're going to give everything you have just to save him, yes or no? When you come to learn Torah, you should make it that this is as if from the last class. Put everything you got in learning the Torah. That's how you're supposed to do it. B'simcha, happiness, and not sad because Hashem does not rest on you. Rabotai, listen to this. The next piece is a little bit harsh, but we have to say it. Tzarich adam l'zer l'ech l'yeshiva shel harav mored tzedek la'adoto. A person needs to go. If you have a rabbi that gives a shiur at night, you have a community rabbi, you must attend the shiurim. If he has a yeshiva, you have to go. If he's teaching Torah, don't sit home and waste your time. Rabotai, you have to go. I'll tell you why. He says like this: V'katav Rav Rabbi Yaakov Berev Zichron Uvracha. Rabbi Yaakov Berev, he wrote, may his memory be blessed. Ki keneged kol pam shadam monei atzmo lolech l'yeshiva ba'olam hazeh. Every time a person refrains from coming to learn in yeshiva, base measures to go learn Torah every single time, Rabotai, listen carefully. You refrained one day over here, after 120 in the next world, they're also going to kick you out for a few days. So how many days you miss over here, it's going to be doubled over there, Rabotai. You don't understand what it means not to walk into the yeshiva Shomai. It's like you have everybody's eating like a banquet, and you're in the hallway like a chamor chas v'shalom. Excuse my language. What does that mean? Why can't I come in? Because when you had the opportunity, you didn't go. Now, when everybody's invited, we're also not going to take you in. You understand? That's why a person has to be very careful not to take it lightly, Rabotai. That's why I say, a person wants to do whatever he wants to do in the day. You have work, family, kids, no problem. But make time in the morning, make time at night to learn Torah. And B'ezrat Hashem, with this, we should be zocheh to become real Talmidei Chacham. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen, amen.